Good evening, everyone. This is the Monday, April 25th special meeting of the North Shore Board of Fire Commissioners. And our first order of business will be roll call.
Good evening, Commissioner Admin.
Present.
Commissioner Pratt,
Present.
Commissioner Byers,
Present.
Commissioner Webster,
Here.
Commissioner Wallem.
Here.
Chief Morris is not available at this moment. Chief Cowan,
Here.
Legal Counsel Matt Paxton,
Here.
and I don't see representatives from Lake Forest Park City Council Member Philippa Cassover or Kenmore City Council Member Nigel Herbig. And I'm Board Secretary Amy Oakley.
Excellent. Thank you. Amy, have we received any public comment this evening?
So I received a letter from Dave Marin, and I forwarded that to the commissioners this afternoon. But Mr. Marin, did you want to make a public comment or acknowledge that the letter was received and forwarded? I'll leave it to you, but you're muted.
I'd like to make a public comment if I could.
Yes, you'll have 3 minutes.
I won't read the exact letter. It's a little bit too long, but I will say that I reminded the North Shore Board of Fire Commissioners in the past, and I'm reminding the board again that it's the duty of each board member to operate in the fire district best interest of the citizens and taxpayers of the district. As I watch the board actions, it appears that you're failing in your duty to the citizens and taxpayers. There's been little transparency regarding your personal incentive programs, severance agreements, fire chief service and battalion chief's backfill, or the contract for service agreement with the Shoreline Fire Department. Tonight's a perfect example. The lack of the board transparency, no documents have been included in the meeting agenda. I suggest that if you're proud of the work you do, that you make your work public. I suggest that if you're truly interested in operating in the best interest of the citizens and taxpayers of the district, you open the process, provide timely information, and proactively solicit citizen participation. At your last meeting, Lake Forest Park Councilmember Castle remarked that this is not a very transparent process. Negotiation protocols may have been a factor, but tonight negotiations are complete. We should have transparency, but we do not. The board has approved a separation retirement incentive plan back in February of this year. 2 battalion chief left the department before the transition to a contract provider was implemented. The cost of the North Shore Fire Department to encourage 2 battalion chiefs that are already ready to retire was $200,000. The goal to reduce battalion positions with the contract for services agreement would have realized about $450,000 in savings per year. Over the first 2 years, that's almost $900,000. The total cost of the poor execution is about $1 million. I bet no one outside the board or the 2 fire departments knows about this financial loss. The long negotiation for the contract for services agreement tells me that this new proposed agreement is substantially different than the Shoreline Fire Department's original proposal. Having been involved in analyzing the numbers, my educated guess is that the new agreement will cost about $500,000 to $1 million more per year, and that the startup costs than it would have for Eastside Fire and Rescue or the Shoreline proposal, and that the startup costs would probably be about another $1 million in addition to that. Please seriously review your motivation for supporting this higher cost alternative. Please explain to the citizens why you would choose a higher cost alternative. Please confirm this is not because of your close personal relationship with the IAFF or the North Shore or Shoreline firefighters. Please open the process to allow the citizens of the district to weigh in on the appropriateness of this agreement. It's too important a decision to make without serious examination and approval of the informed public. Finally, assure this contract is in compliance with state law and that North Shore Fire Department is not paying more to the Shoreline Fire Department than it costs the Shoreline Fire Department. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marin, for your comments. Okay.
Are there any
Now-
additional public
sorry.
comments? Oh, just if there are any other additional public comments, you can raise your hand at this time.
Okay, seeing none, we'll move on. Item number 3, accept the motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion that we accept the amendment, agenda, excuse me.
I can second that.
All right, thank you. It's been moved and seconded. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Aye. Okay, it's unanimous. Thank you very much. Item number 4, executive session, was a placeholder in case we needed to have further discussion with Chief Morris concerning legal issues. But in his absence, we will skip item number 4, the executive session, and move on to item number 5, board discussion and possible action items. The first 5.1 is a review of the Shoreline Fire Department contract for services agreement. We spent about 30 or 40 minutes at our last meeting reviewing the nuts and bolts of the agreement. And in their interim, our negotiation team, consisting of legal counsel Matt Paxton, interim fire chief Morris, and Commissioner Webster, have come to an agreement, which is really good news. So you've had that for since Friday, and had opportunity to review and look at the numbers. I've also invited Chief Cowan to join us in the absence of Chief Morris to help answer any questions that you might have. So open the floor to discussion and questions by the commissioners, either for Commissioner Webster or for Chief Cowan. Okay, I guess I'll start. Commissioner Webster, can you touch on the approximate savings that the North Shore Fire Department is going to be achieving as a result of entering into this contract?
Well, it's in our first year, we won't have a savings because we're doing some one-time payments that will cover taking over our vacation and sick leave and a number of other items. So that's, I should say, the remainder of 2022. We have 7 months if we go as of June 1, the plan is. But that's should come out about right. We should be a little bit, there should be a little bit of savings overall for the rest of 2022. But starting in 2023, it looks like we'll have a savings that, from what I can see, it'll be about $800,000 over what we do as a standalone agency. That takes in 100 different factors, but that's what I got it boiled down to. It's I think that it covers, we have everything covered. There's a substantial amount of different areas that we had to deal with, and we took our time and went item by item down through here and looked at it as a whole, and looks like we've got the best deal that I could see right now at this. So that's from that.
Thank you, Commissioner. So that's a savings in 2023 of approximately $800,000. And that includes additional staffing at Station 57 for a peak hour aid car. So increase in level of service with approximately $800,000 savings. Commissioner, or excuse me, Chief Cowan, can you, anything to add there?
No, it's just there. It does include a 5.5% COLA for next year. We don't know what CPI is going to be. The contract, our employment contract CBA with the uniform is for CPI for the next 2 years. So there's a big unknown there. And until we get through the entire budgeting process later this year, we won't know exactly what our costs will be, but these are some estimates that we've worked through. As Commissioner Webster, talked about, we went in great detail in using Tom Brochi as well, for reviewing some of the different numbers and coming up with what our best estimate is at this point.
That's a good point, Chief. Commissioner Webster, could you touch on the steps that we've taken to ensure our fiduciary responsibility, including the involvement of Tom Brochi?
First thing we did was, after we got the proposal, was hire Tom Brochi, who's been our financial consultant through a number of many years for the fire district. And he was able to put together a number of, to take the numbers and the proposals and iron it out into something that was reviewable, that could be compared back to the original proposals. And also Tom Brochi spent the time to make sure that how we pay for our services, how it's figured out from percentages and where they come from, where these numbers come from, was fair and accurate. And so Tom was very helpful in this process. Mr. Brochi had retired at the first of the year, but he graciously came back and helped us through this process. So, okay.
Excellent. Thank you, Commissioner. Other board members with questions or comments? Okay, Commissioner Webster, sorry. Could you also touch on how the negotiating team was able to kind of help control costs going forward and to ensure predictable and stable estimate of expenses?
That was what I was talking about, was establishing the formulas of where our percentages come from. A good example is how we do pay for ops services. Will be based on payroll, tracking the personnel at 57 and at station 51, and we will pay for those individuals. And it's a real easy tracking system. And that way we have a way of getting a monthly, if not quarterly, review of what hours we're using and how it's dispersed. So the good part of that is that by using this system, if we're looking like we're getting upside down, because we'll have an auditable system, we'll be able to look at it, if not monthly, at least quarterly, and make corrections if we have to keep our service the same, if not better. But we can make sure that our board can monitor cost on a monthly basis, if not quarterly. So, and that's just one example. There's others, but we've determined our percentages of everything and worked through multiple sections and came with fair and equitable means. And the plan has been all along to, again, this is North Shore is, the North Shore Fire District is still a fire district, and this is a contract for services for our ops staff and fire services. But we maintain control of our funds. We keep our facilities, our apparatus, and our reserve funds. And this contract allows us to contract for services and still maintain control over our fiscal budgets. So.
Excellent. Thank you, Commissioner. All right. Any other questions from the board? Okay. So I'm inclined at this point. We have that. I guess let me back up a little bit. We have an option. We can vote to approve the contract for service here this evening, or we can take another few days with it and wait till our joint meeting with the Shoreline Board on Thursday to approve the contract. And my inclination is to wait until the Thursday meeting, giving the public a little more time with this, and commissioners a little more time with the ILA. However, if a majority of the board is prepared this evening to move forward and vote on the ILA, I'm comfortable doing that as well. Commissioner Webster?
I think the way I feel about it is that I would like the public to see what we've come up for the contract and have it out in the public. And then we can take comment on Thursday. But I think it's important that the numbers get out there. People, we talked about transparency. Let's keep it that way. Let's get this out there. Let the public look at it and comment during the week. And then we meet on Thursday and make our decision.
Okay. Commissioner Byers. Oh, looks like he had to.
Sorry, yeah.
No worries.
It would be my preference to wait as well. I'd like to spend a little bit more time looking at this, and I love the idea of getting a little bit more public feedback or comment on it as well, and give them a chance to look at it.
Thank you. Commissioner Admin?
I'm fine either way.
And Commissioner Woolen?
I'm fine either way also, but I would appreciate the public getting a little more time to kind of digest. It's a lot of information. So I guess I'm leaning towards waiting as well.
Okay, there we have it. We'll wait, and the official vote will be taken at the Thursday joint meeting with the Shoreline Board. Thank you for your comments and input. Anything for the good of the order before we move on to our next agenda item concerning the ILA? Mr. Paxton, anything to add to our discussion here?
Nope, I think you covered it.
Ms. Oakley?
So I don't have a copy of this negotiated contract, but if I could get emailed a copy, I'll post it on the page, the webpage for the contract for service webpage, and I'll also attach it to the related documents to this meeting as well, so it can be found in multiple places.
All right. I believe that, Matt, do you have the most recent one, the final draft that you could send to Amy?
Yes.
Yeah, I think I sent that to you, but I can send it again here in just a minute when I log off.
Thank you.
I believe I have a copy as well that I can forward. So.
And Commissioner Pratt, do you need me for the rest of the meeting? I have an event, a conference event.
Please, thank you for your time.
Okay, thank you. I'll send it to Amy, and well, I'll send it to the whole board here in just a minute too. All right, thanks.
Perfect.
Bye.
Thanks, Chief. Okay, thank you for that. And we'll move on. Item 5.2, Interim Fire Chief Morris separation agreement. This is a formality. We all agreed to his separation agreement in the contract for the interim fire chief, and it's just a matter of executing that at this point. So we need a motion to approve the separation agreement for Chief Morris.
I'd like to make a motion to approve the separation agreement for Chief Morris.
Commissioner Rowland, it's been moved. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Commissioner Abnett. It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Okay, seeing none, we'll take a vote. All in favor of the motion to approve Chief Morris's separation agreement, please say aye.
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 And
Aye.
Okay, so that's unanimous. Thank you very much, commissioners. All right, that concludes item 5. Item 6, upcoming board agendas. I just want to remind the board that we are scheduled to participate in Thursday, April 28th joint board meeting with the Shoreline Board. And I believe that announcement has gone out already. Is that correct, Amy?
It has not, but I can do it after this meeting. I'll coordinate with Chief Cowan on I assume they're hosting the meeting on Zoom.
That's my
It's
understanding.
their
yes.
meeting that you're
Yeah.
attending. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll figure out those logistics and then post it to our website and send out to our mailing list about the meeting.
Is that a 5 p.m. meeting? Do you know?
I believe they meet at 4.
Okay, we'll need to find that out. Thank you.
Yeah.
Trying to set the time aside, so, okay.
Yeah, I can confirm that for you, Commissioner Webster, and we'll get that distributed to the board. Okay, anything else? All right, thank you, commissioners. Seeing no more questions or comments, we will adjourn. Take care. Good evening.